over a stretch today for the shoulder. We're going to work on the top of the shoulder, the deltoid, and we're also going to work on the muscles underneath the shoulder, the ones that pull the arm back down. We're going to start with the first. This pairing of exercises specifically goes out to Mickey Cunningham today. Good luck. Okay, so we start with a strap with a loop at the end. That's just thick enough that it will be comfortable pressing into the back of your hand. The strap is tied to something low, just lower than your hips is the important part. I start the exercise by holding my arm out straight, sort of parallel to the floor. And if I start moving my feet as I walk this way, the strap starts to pull my arm down. And if I walk this way and I keep this shoulder engaged, the arm comes back up. So these muscles stay engaged and they stretch out while they're contracting through this whole range of motion. Now, I can do this relatively lightly. I can just sort of hold my arm up, walk to the side, let the strap pull my arm down across my hips, and then I can sort of brace this musculature and pull and sort of let my feet sort of float across the floor as my arm pulls me back to where I started. So I'm not pushing very hard right now, but I'm walking, and just the movement of my feet carrying my body is pulling my arm down across my body because it's hooked up to the strap. And then I'm pulling here, and I let this pull sort of bring me back to where I started. And I can gradually increase the force that I'm generating in my shoulder as I do this. And as I increase the force, I get a better workout and I also get a better stretch. So I can push on this kind of with more of what I've got. And the more pressure I try to generate, the more I learn about my architecture, because I've got to push from the floor up my leg into my hip, and that has to go into my shoulder. And I learn by doing this how power is generated and how power is resisted. And as I'm generating all this power, I'm sort of containing it inside of this rigid system. This strap isn't flexible at all. So I develop a sort of explosiveness, like I'm taking all this power and containing it. I'm filling the container as much as I can, which both gives me practice generating power and teaches me about the structure that's containing it. And I can only do that 3 times, and that's sort of like lifting as much as you can a few times. My shoulder's tired now, but it's also kind of feeling limber. That's the first exercise.